Changes to asymmetric battles. Update 12.5. See what changes will... After analyzing the performance of asymmetric battles during its first week on the live server, we've observed that the credits and XP earnings for battleships are higher than expected. In order to address the situation, we will apply the following changes to asymmetric battles and add special combat missions for all classes except battleships. Base credits earnings reduced by 25. Base XP reduced by 15. Combat missions for all ship types except battleships will give a 40 and 50% bonus to credits and XP. Like, they are confusing cause and effect here. People aren't spamming battleships in this game mode because it's the single fucking coolest thing in the world. People are spamming battleships in this game mode because wargaming gives the enemy bots about 10 battleships. Regardless of your composition, I think the lowest I've ever seen is 6 or 7 BBs on the enemy team. They have a billion battleships all the time. Like, I've even had games where we had 2 cruisers and 3 DDs and the enemy still had like 9 battleships. So, the enemy has a billion battleships and wargaming's shitty coding has programmed them in such a way that they always shoot at the ship with the lowest HP. Now, battleships naturally have more health than cruisers. Anyone who's tried to play a cruiser in this game mode knows exactly what kind of experience it is. You sail out in a cruiser, 10 battleships on the bots are targeting you. And it doesn't really matter how good of a player you are. Like, yeah, you can kite and you can survive, but you sure as hell are not having a good time, and you sure as hell are not doing effective farming because you're struggling to survive under the constant crossfire firepower that is coming your way. So no one really wants to play cruiser in this game mode because it's such an awful gaming experience. Now this is something, if Wargaming actually played their own game, if they queued up for this game mode fucking once, literally one intern queuing up for this game mode once in a fucking cruiser, he would have noticed this issue and noticed, hey, we need to change the coding of our bots because this gaming experience is fucking awful. But the problem is, they never fucking play their own game. They don't test their own shit. They look at spreadsheets and go, huh, people sure are playing a lot of battleships in this game mode. Better Nerf battleship experience and credits. They're not understanding the cause and they're not understanding the correlation because they don't fucking play their own game. So is this gonna change people into spamming a lot of cruisers in game mode? Probably not, because playing cruisers in this game mode is still fucking awful. It's still a fucking struggle, because once again the issue is not the earnings and the XP. The issue is the fact that playing anything except the BB or Perma-Smoke Destroyer in this game mode is asking for an ass reaming. And they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Even playing DD doesn't make fun. No, I know, because you also get focus fired so goddamn hard. People still queue up primarily BBs. Exactly. They don't understand that a lot of people aren't necessarily playing this for the credits. The credits were a nice bonus. The XP was a nice bonus. But ultimately, this game mode is infinitely more fun to play in a battleship because you're not playing fucking hardcore survival mode. You're actually getting to play the game. You get to fight a lot of lower tiers and feel strong. Playing as a cruiser against a bunch of battleships doesn't make you feel strong when they're all focus firing you. It's the opposite. It ruins the power fantasy. Once again, if they fucking played the game, if they fucking tested it once, if they had one fucking intern out there who would dare to speak his mind on their shitty fucking coding, then yes, this would have been fixed a long time ago. But here we fucking are. Yeah, and the enemy has like a shit ton of Vladivostoks, I know. Vladivostoks and Venetos. Your HE just shatters on them. You can't do anything to them, and they just push up and crossfire you. So you're forced to kite away. We tried playing a bunch of cruiser. As far as PTS, it was on PTS first. We tried playing cruiser, and I was like, holy shit, this is an awful experience. And Wargaming's response to this is to nerf battleship games. They don't understand their own game. That's a problem. Blah 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 blah. The current high popularity causes an increase to the average time spent in queue. Therefore, we'd like to increase other ship types' popularity. Once again, they don't understand. Their currently high popularity causes an increase to the average time spent in the queue. Therefore, we'd like to increase other ship types' popularity as well. They don't understand. Okay, let's see. Where's asymmetric battle? I just want to see. Wow, you fixed it, Wargaming! How are you so smart? How are you so good at your own game? How do you understand it so well? You really fixed your problem. It's Play, at least listen to the people telling you what you're doing wrong. At least do that. But they're too far up. They're too far up their own fucking ass to listen to any feedback from anyone else, because they're convinced that they have found a solution and they're not interested in any other feedback in the world. That's the problem with generally Russian companies. The idea of admitting fault, admitting the real issue. No, you can't do that. You lose face if you admit that you were maybe wrong. So you just fucking bulldoze your way through with your own opinion, regardless of how wrong you are. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. This didn't fix anything. They just nerfed the credit income, but it didn't change anything in terms of the queue or the gameplay. Because once again, they nerfed the wrong thing. Instead of nerfing the way the bots are targeting players, they nerfed battleship income. They don't know what they're doing. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They don't know what they're doing.